Hi all. Now we shall advance to another topic in reciprocating pump. But before watching this video, please watch the previous one because all these are interconnected. Today's heading is indicator diagram. The indicator diagram is the graph between the pressure head inside the cylinder of a reciprocating pump and the distance moved by the piston for one complete revolution of the crank. The distance moved by the piston during one stroke is called as stroke length. So it is actually a graph between the pressure head and the stroke length. The pressure head is plotted along y-axis and the stroke length is along x-axis. And the given figure is the ideal indicator diagram. So the atmospheric pressure head is marked HATM, that is 10.3 meters of water. And we are assuming that during suction stroke, the pressure inside the cylinder is less than atmospheric pressure by an amount equal to Hs, the suction head, and that head remains constant. So the pressure head during suction stroke is represented by a horizontal line AB, and that AB is below atmospheric pressure by Hs. So the pressure head is constant and that is along AB. And during delivery, the pressure suddenly rises and the pressure head is greater than atmospheric pressure by the delivery head HD. So suddenly at point C, the pressure head is above atmospheric by SD, and that remains constant. So the horizontal line CD represents the pressure inside the cylinder during the delivery stroke. So this A, B, C, D represents the ideal indicator diagram. That is, during suction and delivery, the pressure is constant. During suction, it is vacuum pressure and it is Hs. And during delivery, it is above atmospheric and that is constant equal to Ht. And you know the equation for work done by the pump per second, rho g An by 60 into Hs plus Ht. So here rho g An by 60 can be taken as a constant K. So that constant K into L into Hs plus Ht. So work done is proportional to L into Hs plus Ht. And you just look into this diagram. The length AB represents the stroke length L and BC represents Hs plus Ht. So that is L into Hs plus Ht is the area of the rectangle. So we can say that the work done is proportional to the area of the indicator diagram. Now we'll look into the effect of acceleration head on indicator diagram. From the previous class, we derived the equation for acceleration head, and the acceleration head during suction stroke HIS is Ls by G A by AS omega square r cos theta. And at the beginning of suction stroke, where theta equal to 0, cos theta equal to 1, HIS is Ls by G A by AS omega square r. At the middle of suction stroke, theta 90, cos 90 is 0, so HIS is 0. And at the end of suction stroke, theta 180, cos 180 is minus 1, so it is minus Ls by G A by AS omega square r. And during delivery, at the beginning you take a 0, it is 180, same as 0, so theta 0, HAD is LD by G A by AD omega square r. Again, at the middle of delivery, theta 90, HAD 0. At the end of delivery, theta 180, HAD becomes minus. And when you take the diagram, at the beginning of suction stroke, it is HIS. So that value is added to Hs. So the point A will be shifted to A dash. So A dash is below atmospheric by Hs plus HIS. And at the middle, at point G, the acceleration head is 0 because cos 90 is 0, acceleration head is 0, so no change in point. And at the end of suction stroke, here at point B, this HIS is minus, so the pressure head inside the cylinder is Hs minus HIS. So point B is shifted to top so that the FB dash is Hs minus HIS. Again at delivery, at the beginning at point C, HAD is positive, so the pressure head inside the cylinder is HD plus HAD. And at the middle, it is 0, so no change in point, is same as H. At the end, it is minus HAD, so HD minus HAD, so point D is shifted to bottom, so it is shifted to DD dash. So A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash represents the new indicator diagram, and that is a diagram by considering the effect of acceleration head. And you just Look at the change in area. Here, A dash G is added to the area, whereas here G, B dash is eliminated. And these two areas are same. Area A dash G equal to area G, B dash. So, net effect, there is no change in the area. Here also, area C dash is equal to area D dash. So, no change in the indicator diagram, area of the indicator diagram. That means the acceleration head has no effect on the work done. Now the effect of friction, and again from the previous class, you take the head loss due to friction, HFS, HFD, and at the beginning of suction and delivery, theta 0, sin theta 0, so HFS and HFD equal to 0. So there is no effect of friction at the beginning and the end. And at the middle, theta 90, sin 90 is 1, so you have values for HF and HFS and HFD. And at the end also, theta 180, sin 180 is 0, HFS and HFD equal to 0. So at point A and B, there is no effect of friction, where at middle G, it is shifted to G dash, so G dash is HFS. And here, it is shifted to H dash is HFD. So obviously, the area is increased. The area is increased by area of parabola A G dash B plus area of parabola C H dash D. And area of parabola A G dash B is 2 by 3 into base into altitude. Base is AB. So 2 by 3 into AB into G dash. 2 by 3 into AB is L. G dash is HFS. Here 2 by 3 into CD into HFD. Now the combined effect of acceleration and friction. So by the effect of acceleration, A shifted to A dash. By the effect of friction, G shifted to G dash. Again by the effect of acceleration, B shifted to B dash. Same thing happens with delivery. C shifted to C dash, H shifted to H dash, and D shifted to D dash. So this is the diagram, indicator diagram, which is obtained by considering the combined effect of acceleration and friction. Now the area of the new diagram is area A dash B dash C dash plus area of these two parabolas, area A dash G dash B dash plus area C dash H dash D dash. And area A dash B dash C dash is area AB, it is same as area ABCD that we discussed in the previous case, acceleration case, where area ABCD is HS plus HD into L. And the area of new parabola A dash D dash B dash is 2 by 3 into A dash B dash into GH. And this A dash B dash can be approximated as AB, and this G I can be approximated as G dash. So 2 by 3 into A dash B dash, you take ABL, G I you take G dash, that is HFS. So 2 by 3 L into HFS, here the area is increased by 2 by 3 L into HFD. So this is the total area of the indicator diagram. So the work done is increased by these two factors. That's all.